With 6 games left in the CCL season, we come to you live from an uncharacteristically cloudy day here at Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. It's a matchup between your Merchants and the Walnut Creek Crawdads here on the Merchants Radio Network. I'm Kyle Floyd here with Ethan Segall. And Ethan, perhaps this weather is evocative of the gloomy times we had down in San Luis Obispo. I know you made the trip. What are your observations from that 0-3 series for Alameda?
Yeah, I did. It was sunny out there in San Luis Obispo, but you mentioned it, a tough series. Got swept by the Blues and suddenly fall out of playoff positioning, currently sitting fourth in the conference. And honestly, the pitching was really good. You held the Blues to 4 runs and 6 runs, but the offense just consistently was unable to get things going. Held to 1, 3, and 4 runs in those 3 contests. The Merchants had leads in each of those 3 games, but bullpen struggles combined with just long stretches of quiet on offense ultimately led to the dismay of this team, and they're currently riding a 4-game losing streak, and they need to get right fast.
Sitting 1 game behind these Crawdads today. They'll see them 4 of the next 6 games, so all of these games of the utmost importance for Alameda. Right now it's Dom Nahar already ready to go, leading off for the Merchants today. He swings and fouls the first pitch off to the right. At first pitch from the lefty Colin Nowacek, who gets the start today for Walnut Creek. Nowacek, his 8th appearance, his 5th start. He's thrown 20 2/3 innings, a 2.61 ERA. Fires the second pitch in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1. 23 strikeouts and 10 walks for Nowacek in those 20 innings. 1-1 is slapped up the middle over as the second baseman Calvillo. He flips to first for the first out of the inning. Behind Nowacek today, the defense will be Coupland in left field, Trey Johnson in center field, and Cam Taylor in right field. Around the infield, Riley Leininger, Nico DeFazio, Cam Calvillo, and Joey Donnelly. Behind the plate is going to be the catcher, Zach Justice.
You mentioned that Crawdads defense. Last time we saw them, they were ranked first in the CCL in fielding percentage. Since then, they've dropped to 5th. They had a lot of issues with errors in the series against the Stompers that they played this past weekend.
First pitch is in there to Jace Jeremiah. Excuse me, that first pitch is up high for a ball. Jeremiah returned to the team during that slow series. Back batting at number 2. Takes a strike to even the count at 1-1.
And you mentioned he returned to the team, but he had a tough series in San Luis Obispo. Just 1 for 10 overall, 2 strikeouts in that series.
Now Nowacek ready with the 1-1 pitch to Jeremiah. That one stays high. The count is 2-1. This is Nowacek's first appearance since July 11th. He pitched against the Sonoma Stompers that day. Went 5 innings, gave up just 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts, looking to build on that good performance today. Right now, the 2-1 to Jeremiah is a fastball called strike to even the count.
Really good 2-1 pitch, and you can feel the zip off of the left arm of Nowacek.
Now he's ready with the 2-2. Fastball blown right by Jace Jeremiah for strike 3. So first strikeout of the afternoon for Nowacek. You mentioned he's over a strikeout an inning this season and already seeing some good results here.
Yeah, 10 K per 9 for Nowacek. And Jace Jeremiah, not a guy who strikes out often, just a guy who entered today's contest at 10.6% K rate. So impressive early work from the big lefty.
The combination of Nahar and Jeremiah at the top of the lineup, usually tough to strike out. Right now, the first pitch is in there for a strike to the number 3 hitter, Aiden Tackless, playing right field today for the Merchants. Joined this team recently and has been a stalwart in the middle of this lineup. Takes the second pitch outside to even the count at 1.
So I'm get his first multi-hit game of the season in the slow series, trying to build off that momentum.
The New Mexico State University commit awaits the 1-1. That one is in there for a strike. Looked like Tackless disagreed, but behind 1 and 2. Moving quickly here in the top of the first. Count is 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Aiden. That one stays high to even the count.
Kyle, I got to tell you, I can't remember the last time the Merchants scored in the first inning. I know they didn't through 3 games in the slow series, and before that, it felt like a while. They've had some slow offensive starts in plenty of these games recently.
Yeah, we're going to get into their offensive struggles as this broadcast goes on. They are numerous. 2-2 to Tackless is fouled straight back. One of the things that stuck out in that slow series, and you had a front row seat to it, Ethan, is the number of runners left on base, especially given the number of hits they had, just 17 in that series, 20 left on base. 2-2 runs inside and hits tackless. Fastball got away from Noachik, so the Merchants will have their first base runner of the afternoon.
Yeah, Noachik got 2 strikes in the at-bat, then missed high and then missed way inside to Tackless. Had a chance to put away Tackless for a 1-2-3 inning to start the day.
Right as we speak about the Merchants' trouble scoring in the first inning, they get a runner on for the cleanup hitter, Tui Amosa. Let's join the team during that slow series. Hitting cleanup today, takes the first pitch high, 1-0.
And you mentioned the runners left on base in the series, and not just that, but runners thrown out on the base paths. Nahar was caught stealing twice during the series, and a few other runners tossed out on the base paths on both sides of that series.
1-0 from Noachik, stays high, 2-0. We've seen that more with Nahar lately. I think he's up to 4 caught stealing on the season. Later we get into the season, perhaps pitchers realizing the tendencies of these base runners a little bit more. Here's the 2-0. That one is grounded to third. There's Leininger to pick it up. He'll go the short way to second for out number 3 of the inning. So Noachik works around to hit by pitch and retires the side. We'll be back for the bottom of the first in just a moment. We'll get started a little bit early here in the bottom of the first as Rocco Borelli takes the mound for the Merchants. He'll be the man leading things off today, serving in that opener role. This is going to be Borelli's 4th appearance, his 2nd game started. He's thrown 4 1/3 innings, given up just 1 run. He struck out 7 in those 4 innings, looking to get the Merchants off to a strong start today on the mound. Behind him, the defense, it'll be Bollinger in left, Nahar in center, and Tackless in right. Around the infield, it'll be Chase Dittmar, Jace Jeremiah, Brendan O'Sullivan, and Emmett Finney. And behind the plate is Jerry Nix, who just received the final warm-up pitch from Rocco Borelli, who's almost ready to go. Leading off for the Crawdads will be the center fielder, Trey Johnson. Trying to get things started for a Crawdads offense that is reeling right now, that is seeing the subtraction of a few of their stalwarts in the lineup, as Johnson takes the first pitch down low for a ball. John Ewens hitting in the middle of that lineup is gone. Jared Medham is gone. The outfielder, Casey Levin McGee, is down due to injury. 0-1 pitch is in there on the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, you mentioned those names, and Ewens is the one who really stands out. He's hitting .375 as a CCL All-Star and top 10 in the CCL in both average and runs batted in. They're going to miss him going forward, Kyle.
What happens late in the summer in these leagues. The 1-1 is chopped to the right side. First baseman is over. Borelli's going to cover and receives the throw in time for the out at first base. It was hit almost to no man's land in between first and second. Finney was over to his right to take that, and Borelli was in a foot race with Trey Johnson and just was able to make the catch for the out just in time.
Yeah, Borelli had the better angle, but he held his own in that foot race, and I got to tell you, though, Kyle, the Merchants might have caught a break in that one. That one was a bang-bang play at first base, and the first base umpire had the best look of things, but to me, that looked dead on, and you know tie goes to a runner. In that case, they said Borelli got there just in time, a little bit before the foot of Johnson did, and a crucial first out for the Merchants.
So that brings up the number 2 hitter, Cam Calvillo. Swings and misses at a fastball. Calvillo playing second base today, hitting .250 this summer, his 19th game for the Crawdads. Got a .385 on base, 1 homer, and 7 RBI. Here's the 0-1, that stays outside to even the count at 1.
Calvillo is really good in the Crawdads Friday through Sunday series against the Stompers. Reached base 7 total times, including 4 hits and 12 at-bats. Also had 2 runs batted in the series.
Here's the 1-1 from Borelli. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Rocco. Gets ahead 1-2. Yeah, we were remiss in not mentioning that while the Merchants were down south in San Luis Obispo, it was a 3-game set between the Crawdads and the Stompers, who have surged into number 1 in this league, looking like the toast of the town in the CCL. 1-2 pitch is a soft liner to second base. Little jump from Brendan O'Sullivan, and he corrals it for out number 2.
Really nice play by Brendan O'Sullivan. It wasn't lasered off the bat. He had plenty of time to be able to jump and react to that, but just showing some good body control to be able to snag that in the air. And so far we've seen two medium hit balls that have stayed in the infield, and crucially both righty batters taking it the other way so far, having a hard time adjusting to the speed of Borelli so far.
So now it's a left-handed batter, the number 3 hitter Joey Donnelly, who pops up the first pitch on the infield. Catcher Nix comes out, but it's going to be the third baseman Chase Dittmar, who corrals it for the third out of the inning. So 1-2-3 goes Walnut Creek. After a scoreless first, we'll head to the top of the second just after this.